taking an edible and then commentating my Gscpl 6 matches. Week 1 versus Beeorsomething, aka Cracked Coat Crooks. I'm Don Sopa Caterpinga on the Caterbees. Round 1. Let's see. Okay, Egg Lead. Thief. I think Thief Synthesis Egg is actually very strong as a concept to build a team around because it offers support for non-Dugong teams and gives you a way to force progress with Thief in conjunction with Spikes as long as you can keep them down. Also just adds a lot of compression with Primeape and Octillery, all the rock and ground types, etc. Get the Thief on the Deer, which is nice. I have PG up, which is my dedicated Deer counter. Double Edge here, putting it in range of another Double Edge kill. Switch is likely. I don't really know why Pineco is the option, because if I Double Edged, then I could Double Edge again, and then it would be low. It would be kind of bad for him, but he got the rest call right, but I think it's pretty safe to Double Edge there for me as well. Okay, doing wrong shows, going to Deer, which is my Deer check. Not a very good one, but it's good enough. But I guess it's not, because I get frozen. Lucky B, but I go Corsola, the GOAT. This is what the hell, appropriate reaction. And I missed the Toxic. Apparently this Lee is not rest. I assumed the whole game it was rest. Apparently this is not rest, so that was actually a very, very, very impactful miss. Would have sped up the game a lot. But I actually didn't know that during the game, because I thought it was rest the whole time. Pineco revealed. I'm assuming he's normal type move plus sleep talk and rest, but he actually reveals HP rock, which makes it so I can't actually do all the things I want to do with my Pineco, including rapid spin. So I either have to risk the roll or switch out. I'm gonna switch out. Eggs is a good check to Lee. Giga Drain. Let's see. Corsola's not my check to Dugong. Suppose he suspects that I'm gonna recover here. Goes to Deer when I serve would have killed, but I can get my PG out in now. An interesting play would have been going Pineco, but PG also works, trying to reveal more of his team because Dugong probably doesn't want to take another Double Edge at that range. Rhyhorn revealed. It's perfectly fine. I have eggs for a reason. And his Hitmonlee being Body Slam would have been nice to paralyze my eggs so that Rhyhorn could put more damage in, but just looking at the squad, Weezing is definitely the last. I'm behind Reflect though, so I'm not too scared of the pressure the Lee can put out. Apparently this Lee was counter, which is kind of embarrassing to admit from B's end, because right here, counter is very obvious on my Double Edge. I feel like that's something you just take to the grave. You don't admit that willingly, like, hey, I have a move that would have killed your Pokemon right here, but I didn't click it because I didn't get the turn right. You just stay quiet about that. You don't need to say anything about that. Because he hits Double Edge instead of, high jump kick instead of clicking counter there. But yeah, I rest. I need to stay healthy because this Pidgeot actually checks 2 things on his team very importantly. He keeps rock sliding. Earthquake, I guess, like, going Corsola is not too reasonable, so. Okay, Weezing revealed. I rolled a the rest, which is not great. Curse revealed, very bad for me. I don't really have a great switch in because my Stantler is frozen and my Pineco doesn't have explosion, so I'm just reflecting and then going to Tails. This is basically my only way out of this scenario. I have to hope for a burn or something here, so Flamethrower gets him down. I'm gonna rest up. Let's see. It's like a pretty bad scenario. A sunny day. And then I crit him. I forgot that I did that. Yeah, that was very impactful because this Weezing was going to take at least one down with it. I would have been able to go to execute and revenge killed it with Psychic, so it's not... It basically just meant Ninetales would have died. However, I did get frozen. So, yeah. But now this Ninetales looks really good when it's under the sun. So long as everything is a little bit chipped on his team, this Ninetales might be able to go to town. I haven't revealed Synthesis yet, and using Thief with Synthesis isn't too common, so he's actually probably expecting that I'm boom, trying to catch it at certain points. He gets the best roll, return, putting me in a bad scenario. Let's see what I do. Do I reflect or do I double edge? Reflect. Okay, I'm playing this pretty passively, which I think is okay, because I am in the commanding position right now. I'm expecting him to start roaring me around, but he's not. I shouldn't skip. Okay. Game is stabilizing a little bit here. I'm getting Giga Drains, so I don't have to reveal that I am Synthesis. He's going for Ice Beam. I'm just gonna go for Recover. I do think that the game slows down here for a second here with this Dugong and Corsola interaction, so we're gonna speed this up. Basically, he can't freeze me, he can't do anything, but he can pressure me a little bit, hope for some crits, but he would need 2 in a row or some good rolls, so I'm gonna go back to normal because I don't think this lasts forever, especially after I let in the Toxic. Okay, he goes Pineco, he's gonna try to spin. I go my own. Gscpl, 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 Gscpl. Okay, this is a great position for... Never mind. He gets the 33% chance to roll return, which is really bad for me. If I was able to spin, then I would have been able to get a lot of entries with Pineco, Protect, probably heal back up to a position where it might have beat his Pineco, but I guess I did crit the Weezing, so I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'm just going to be able to heal more here with Giga Drain. Oh, I reveal Moonlight. Okay. Let's see. He's going to return here. A Psychic. And he returns again, letting me kill the deer. I don't know what the exact reason of that play is. Maybe he's trying to get my execute low so that his Rhyhorn or Hitmonlee can sort of carry the rest of the game off of momentum, but I think I have enough health on my guys and at least one sack to get eggs or tails up again, so I don't know if that was the best play. It might have also just been a misplay to stay in and return there, because that deer could have definitely healed up on Corsola. Corsola has a lot of free reign now. Speaking of Corsola, but the lead comes in. That's how jump kicking me. It's not cool. He's gonna go Pineco. He's gonna get the spin off as I rest up. Let's see. Tails is threatening here with the flamethrower. If I got a burn here, that would be game, but alas. And I think he's gonna keep rock sliding because he's not expecting me to go Corsola, but I keep going Corsola. Ooh. Probably expected me to recover there, but I can't risk that with my Corsola. It needs to be at a healthy enough percent to take one surf from Dugong, so I had to surf it. Yeah, that's pretty devastating for him. I'm going to be able to cycle now. Pidgeot is now my Hitmonlee answer, not execute, because I no longer need Pidgeot for Deer. So yeah, Deer is Pidgeot is the answer. in a little bit of a tough situation because Corsola is low, so I need to sacrifice this Pidgeot to get Corsola in. He's certainly not expecting that I'm actually going to make this switch, but I see no reason to. I'm just going to keep staying in, get this thing low, and then get Corsola in once it dies. Because Pidgeot is unnecessary. So, Dewgong is low, and I think like Ninetales is just I'm gonna speed this up a little bit because it looks like the sun is just gonna dampen the water's effects, and I'm gonna be able to spam Flamethrower here. It's a little bit of luck on both of our sides what we roll. If he crits me through the sun, I think it kills. But generally in this sort of position, Tails should have the advantage. This is kind of right where Tails wants Dewgong. Threatening that 3-hit. I think right here I should Sunny Day. Yeah, because he's gonna last. I haven't watched these games in a long time, so it's probably been 2 or 3 months since the beginning of Gscpl when I first watched this or played it. Yeah, he's in a bad position now. He has to hope for a crit or for me to run out of Sunny Days basically with some good sleep hub rolls, but alas, that was the nail in the coffin. If I'm a god, I Sunny Day here, but I don't. I just take my guaranteed kill. Let's see. He just tries to go for the surf. That's understandable. But I do get the Flamethrower off, and then Lee is going to hit Power Rock, and I should be able to win the game. No crit, and I should win. Oh my god! I Moonlight. Let's watch that back again. Full HP recover from Moonlight because of the sun. I definitely did not need to do that. I could have probably just Psychicked, but I was probably geeked at the idea of pressing Moonlight and getting 100% HP back. And B says he choked, and, you know, I kind of agree. I think with the freeze on Deer, even with the crit on Weezing, I'd probably play more conservatively against my pretty passive team to eke out your advantage and win here, especially with allegedly counter Hitmonlee. So it was a good game. It was back and forth. I actually think it was a really good game. It was a pretty back and forth. Like, we both had advantages at certain points. We both got quite lucky, and we both made misplays. I think B's misplays led to him being in a more led me to be in a more crushing position, which is sort of unfortunate because he's very good at the tier. But we do have rematches later in the tournament, so we shall see. That's the end.